Yeah, actually, I went to New Zealand Monday after Grand Prix.
That's right.
Learned the track. Never been to Taupo. I don't know how to say it.
Taupo.
Never been there before, so it was good to get some laps in a little 86. So I was over there for a couple of days and then back, and yeah, we haven't really been doing too much. Just prepping for the next round. So
What did you think of the track?
it's good. It's cool actually. It's good to be there too. After seeing it on TV, is a lot different. Different surfaces. As well, there's some very coarse surface and very smooth. So,
What did you think of turn 11?
which one's that?
The back one.
Oh yeah, no, there's a bit going on there. That'll be serious tire dig.
Yeah,
in
it's
the
pretty
race.
tough. Yeah,
It's tough, but it's cool. It's a cool track. Probably, yeah, it's up there in my top 5 favourites. So
Yeah.
Hasn't raced top
Haven't
5
raced.
favourites.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a big
pretty
call
cool.
for Taupo.
yeah, I think it's cool. It's
pretty
just
cool.
it's very technical, which I like. It reminds me of
It's pretty technical, and the cool part about it is like you said with the dig, it makes it like
racing.
it's like a sort of track like Sydney, which makes it quite difficult, especially when you're learning as well.
Yeah,
So
it's quite hard to set the car up for
Yeah.
Taupo because the new service is so new. Like it's
Yeah.
last year, so it's so smooth, and then the old service is extremely old.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So does that what I felt really? Those new surfaces give you a lot more front.
yeah,
For
for sure.
It makes the car very different.
Yeah, for sure. It's
in those
quite hard
parts.
to chase with the balance, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely a bit of a different beast once you jump in the supercar there. Like I remember in the 86, we were all having fun and driving around on that day last year.
Yeah.
Woody was in the older one.
Yeah.
And then we jumped in the supercar and it was like everything was happening so much faster because all of a sudden every single corner is so much faster. So
yeah,
What was the event like last year?
it was
looked
really
pretty
good. It was really cool. Like heaps of fans. It was a shame the weather wasn't really that good on Saturday, but
I think it made it good though, like for the racing wise, like Andre to win and stuff like that.
yeah, that was cool.
And then obviously you on Sunday getting a pole.
Yeah,
like it's pretty cool for all the Kiwis, I think.
Yeah, I think it would be weird if it didn't really rain, to be honest. Like that's what most of us expected anyway.
Yeah.
So, and no matter what the weather is, the Kiwi fans are always going to come out and have a look at the racing because it's only happens once a year. So, heaps of ITM jackets getting around and back from what I remember. But
Yeah, TKR jackets.
yeah,
It's,
TKR jackets.
What do you reckon if they try and do a double header? Do you reckon that'll be good? And where do you reckon it'll be held?
Yeah, look, like from what I've heard, Ruapuna is obviously a really likely candidate, but also Highlands is definitely on the list. It's obviously in a great location, being in the South Island, albeit being about 40-45 minutes out of Queenstown, which makes it a little bit more difficult. I think Christchurch is probably a bit more accessible for everything, but obviously, like from my opinion, I think having it having it at Highlands would be awesome for the show because everyone would be staying in Queenstown or Cromwell or whatever. But I think the track there and everything they provide, and especially the scenery, is like nothing there really is on the calendar. So that would be cool, but I'd be stoked to see a doubleheader at anywhere really.
Yeah, I reckon the double header, if it went to Queenstown or to Cromwell and Highlands, I think it'll be more like a holiday for us drivers because, I'm sure a lot of us would stay on or...
you'd stay on.
And I think it would be
weeks.
good for a lot of the fans, and I think you would actually get more people from Australia coming to the Queenstown one than what they would to Taupo. So I think it's a pretty cool option. But yeah, we're pretty lucky to have 2 cool racetracks, or we have so many cool racetracks in the South Island.
So many. I think there's more in the South Island than the North.
Yeah.
I think there is.
I think no matter what track we hopefully go to, I think it'll be a good decision.
Yeah.
So have you raced in New Zealand before? Or?
No, I've never been until I went over the other day. So I've never been to New Zealand.
Thought that was a bit of an insult, really.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Whoops. No, but it was cool. I loved it. It was a beautiful country. Like, even just flying in, flew into Auckland, and only flew to Taupo, and I was in there for a couple of days. But even flying over the lake at Lake Taupo, it was really cool. It was a cool town. Got to walk around a bit, and then just the track. I noticed the quality of the track there was pretty unreal, like compared to sort of a lot of tracks in Australia. Like you obviously have your good ones, but just a little town in sort of in the middle of nowhere, and have that good of a track there was pretty cool.
It's funny you say that because like probably 3 or 4, even 5 years ago, it used to not be that great till Tony Quinn and their ownership group took it over and probably revamped the whole joint, and they did the same to Hampton. now Highlands. So it's
all three of those tracks are really nice now.
It's pretty cool now because like we can actually host events there, and I think that's probably the only query with Ruapuna and a few other tracks because you know, the facilities are probably not up to scratch for our supercars stuff. So it's going to be interesting.
Like Ruapuna would be something you would more probably you'd see more at like it's sort of almost a Winton kind of like what QR used to be basically.
Yeah, even like what Tony did with QR.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
But like it's got open garages, and I've never actually been there, but like the track obviously has potential.
The track would suit our cars.
Yeah,
like,
I think
used
it
to go
would.
there quite a bit in 86s, and it's like a proper cool track.
Yeah.
It's just like I said, the facilities. The good thing about Ruapuna is that there's long corners, long straights, and some tight stuff. So it would suit our cars.
Yeah, that's good.
Do you reckon it need to be resurfaced, or is it okay?
No, because like we talk about Taupo.
Yeah, we talk about Sydney as well.
Yeah, and
That's
Sydney,
pretty bad.
but it makes the racing cool because it is hard.
Yeah.
So I think any track that's older makes the racing more
intense
and harder for the teams and drivers to set up the cars. So.